Hey, what's up? What is going on? Welcome to another episode of Hey Mark, the podcast where I, Mark, get to have open and authentic conversations about things like mental health and self-development. And the reason I started this podcast is because I wanted to try and help alleviate some of the suffering that's happening out there in silence and just kind of provide a voice or a conversation starter that lets someone feel, if they're out there, they're kind of feeling like, holy shit, man, I'm not alone. And life can and will get better. And so that's kind of my goal with this podcast. I just want to kind of provide that conversation, or at least start that conversation for you in your life, and maybe be able to have that conversation with other people as well. And essentially, I just think that, and this is going to tie into the short little episode I'm about to make right now for you. And it ties into this conversation really well, because I think that if we can have these conversations and then actually be honest with each other and kind of, look within ourselves and look at, maybe some of our character defects or our flaws, and we can start to kind of improve ourselves and start to improve society that way. And I think that that's important to note, because I think that, we're so quick nowadays to kind of point out, flaws in society, things that we would like to improve. And, I do the same thing. But I think that very rarely we're able to kind of look at ourselves and also point out the things that need to improve. I think that we all struggle with that. And I think that a lot of the times, even in, on our day-to-day basis, like our day-to-day lives, we're looking to point the blame. We're looking to point the finger at someone else because, we didn't get to, we didn't get to do the things that we wanted to do, or we didn't get to achieve certain things. So we want to blame outside circumstances, or maybe we fucked up and maybe we made the wrong decision and we don't want to blame ourselves. We want to blame others as well. And I think that all in all, I think our whole generation forgot what it means to be a fucking adult. It's fucking children that make up excuses like that. It's children that blame others. It's children that have little fucking outrages, temper tantrums, whatever it could be, right? As adults, we're supposed to be able to handle, not control our emotions, but like our emotions come to us. That's natural. I get it. But you control how you react to it. And I think it's important to note as well that nobody's saying that you're responsible really for where you're at in your life, but you are responsible for how you move forward from that position. And so I think that a lot of us, when we look at society, or when we look at all these issues in society, and again, I do this all the time as well, we forget that a lot of these problems in society are just magnified problems that we all deal with individually. And so if you see the division in the world that a lot of people see, maybe you need to address that within yourself. And maybe you need to think about how much tolerance you have for people that are different than you. And that could mean anything. And I'm not going to get like political. I'm not going to get into it. But just think about how much tolerance you have for people that are different than you. And then think about if that was magnified across society, do you think that would be good for the whole group? If everyone felt that way, if everyone had that kind of tolerance level for people that didn't align 100% with them, or they were just convinced we're in a different group because of something trivial. That's just one example. I'm just saying that, a lot of these times we look at society and we look at these big problems that are massive fucking issues in society, and we want to point the finger at someone else. We want to blame someone else. We want to blame maybe a group of people. But very rarely do we want to look inside and start to fix those fucking inner demons inside us. And I think that for society to heal right now, which I think it needs to fucking heal right now. But for that to happen, we all have to heal. Every one of us, like individually. And look, you might not have dealt with, mental health issues before this pandemic, but I can guarantee you, if you live in North America, in the last 2 years, you've definitely been impacted mentally by the restrictions, by, everything going on. So if you want to improve society, if you want to have a positive impact in society, it starts internally. And that's kind of the message I want to get across today, because if you follow me on Instagram, obviously you see my views, you see the way that I speak on there, and they've even, I've gotten little fucking threats on my account that says they're going to fucking delete my account. But I think that no matter what change you want to see in the world, you have to embody it yourself. And if you're going to suggest for someone else, you better damn sure fucking look back at yourself and make sure that before you suggest any improvement for somebody else, you better have fucking no holes in your game. You better have no fucking defects or flaws. Because I know for a fact, and this is something that I have to check myself on as well, like my ego, because I'm pretty quick to point out where other people can fucking improve. And so now every time I'm about to do that, I'm trying to remind myself to look at myself and think, is there any way that this person would tell me to improve? And before I could approach them, I try and remind myself to think about that. And I'm not fucking perfect. And I don't get it done every single time. I'm just saying that it's something to think about. You obviously know the famous quote, be the change you want to see in the world. And there's tons of cliches you could share, but at the end of the day, I think it's just about being a fucking adult and taking care of not just one area of your life, but every area of your life. You can't just be like fucking jacked and healthy, but then be broke as fuck and not be able to take care of the people around you or your family. That's fucking loser shit. And you can't just be fucking rich as fuck and then not be present enough mentally or healthy enough to be able to spend time with the people that you love or the people around you. That's fucking loser shit too. And even if you're fucking jacked and healthy and rich and you have all of that, but you fucking treat people that you see on a daily basis like they're fucking different than you, or they're fucking, they have less value in society, that's fucking loser shit too. So reflect back on, different areas of your life you might be neglecting and be fucking honest with yourself. And whether that's something that you have to figure out, in your physical health, in your mental health, in your career, in your relationships, in your financial life, any aspect of your life, figure it out, be honest with yourself, and take care of it. And when you take care of every single, fucking thing in your life, and you have every single one of your ducks all aligned, and you have all your fucking bases covered, then you can start to look externally. And I know for sure I'm not fucking there yet. So this is a reminder for me as well. So I can hear this again when I listen back to it and edit it. So that's it. I'm not going to go on too much longer. I was planning on recording something else, and I'll probably get around to it, but this was just weighing on my mind. And so I wanted to share this message with you guys. If you think that someone else can benefit from hearing this message, share the show, help me grow. If you want to join a community that talks, we have daily conversations on a daily basis surrounding mental health and self-development, things like that. You can reach out to me on Instagram as well. It'll be at the bottom of the screen down here. It's at Mark D. Henriksen. It'll be in the podcast in the show notes. But yeah, we have daily conversations about this stuff. We even have weekly Zoom calls as well to have mental health check-ins. If that sounds like something you want to be included in and involved in a community like that, reach out to me and I'll get you involved in that community as well. other than that, thank you so much for everybody that supports the show. And that's all I got for today. So go out and have a great fucking day. Have a great week. Have a great month. And have a good fucking year for the rest of 2022. Or whenever the fuck you listen to this. But that's all I got. Much love and peace out.